got the first hit coming in here. This in the second, we're going to bring you guys up to date. Hunter's going to get skeeted. Pretty sweet shutdown, not too bad. A little bit of shit coming out there on Coach. And for Team Party Quest, you want to handle Party Quest caution, or you want me to do Team?
I'll handle Party Quest.
All right, go ahead, man.
We got Lion, Sue, Sir, and Dina.
And guys, believe it or not, this is from Team Polestar here. The All-Stars from last. I love their gameplay. We got TB, we got Akari, Red, and ZZC. These guys, they can rock it, they can stock it, they can freaking blow your freaking mind, honestly. Boom going out, not gonna get anything. That was really ambitious, actually, going for that. I love the way Party Quest is playing right now. They're just spreading out. They're gonna dodge out this witch. And in fact, they were so focused on trying to get this witch in play and not trying to play around. Oh my god. No, he ain't going to get it! He's gonna miss!
No! Oh, and the alarm car.
Oh my god, Sue. Sue, I love you, man, but you can't. This is the match. I mean, people are not used to those witches anymore. You gotta make sure you take the time to get that crown. Flashy crowns are good, but this is something that you're not used to anymore. You gotta make sure you take the time to get that crown. Crouch if you have to. Be what people call a little bitch if you have to. Make sure you're getting that. Like, you can't do that. These witches, they will penalize you with impacts. Alright, so we got some word coming out still. Hunter gun come in briefly, gonna get shut down. I do not like what I'm seeing from the special effect. They're attacking one at a time. They may feel good coming off that witch between the play that the jockey made and the AI witch feed in play, but still, they need to keep their form. I mean, we got Tublin going out, but they're gonna have to wait. They're gonna have to actually wait for this to. No, he's not gonna wait. He's gonna go in for a charge. I do not agree with this, man. 10 damage. Man, that is not Polestar. You guys, you gotta get together, get your 4 together, and hit together. Like, that's what you gotta do. Now, this is Pro Mod Elite, guys. Any Pro Mod fans out there like me, hey girl, but this is Pro Mod Elite. We have quad caps in the game now, and the spit does a little bit less damage, and there's a little bit less boomer horde in Pro Mod Elite compared to what we used to play with, but witches are still powerful as hell, which is awesome. I kind of like that. 200's coming out, kind of going one at a time, chaining. Not really what we want to see. We want to see great Infected coming out here, attacking together, working together, and hopefully Survivor shutting Special Effect down together. That's what we're looking for. That is a dream right here that we want to see come out of these players in the Net 2 on both sides. Like I said, Polestar, you guys hadn't seen the match they played last weekend. Again, fully executed. Go back there, watch that match. It was in the up. Oh my god, we got a 3-boom going out as I'm saying that. Now, if I'm on this TV, man, this is the vision. You gotta commit here, bro. You gotta get on top of these roofs, and you gotta reduce the chip. Do not take the open street, man. Do not do that. That's not worth your hittable. This isn't worth the chip.
Propane tank at the front as well. They might stumble him. Well,
he jumped the counter. I'm feeling this commit. This is looking pretty good. He's got a jockey. Board's coming in right now. Great multi going out. Coach gonna take a punch. Jockey gonna cover. They're on his back, man. He's got 1100 HP. He's shocking. He's slashing. You know, man, if I'm team I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little bit off. I think I'm on a caffeine rush and a sugar rush, because if you know what I eat today, I was like donuts and some pizza early in the morning. I just went ham. Like, it's my day off. I'm just gonna do what I want. But excuse me, I got some jitters. That's all I'm saying. But great tank to boil it down to what we just saw there. I feel like the TB did a fantastic tank there. It wasn't ideal, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't see that wipe coming out, but I feel like that is setting the right tempo. We're looking at 4 survivors here. All of them below half HP, and I think 2 or 3 of them are on 10 HP.
Nice pop there by Sue, actually. Red.
I mean, that looks like a solo. I think he just gave him the choke, man. I mean, you cannot attack solo because, like I said, they have to wait for that infected to respawn, which is now 10 seconds. If I'm the Survivor team, I'm going to rush this choke, knowing that it's a 3-on-4. It's not a 4-on-4.
And they've just wasted the spit.
Oh my god. I saw the vision. I love the idea of the pre-spit, but the hunter has to be there to connect to that spit and connect like in synchronization so that it beautifully all just falls into place. But that's just
they're like Sue, avoiding the 2 cap.
Man, I'm just, yeah, I know, gosh. But like you said, we're doing it in succession, right? One after the next, one after the next. We can't just say that the attack went in together and that's it. We can't just close it out like that, because we have to say he goes in, he goes in, he goes in. We're not seeing that synchronization, that synergy, like Polestar. And I don't know what it is about Polestar, but maybe they're just one of those teams that just when their backs are up against the wall, they fight to the last. They fight to the last breath. You know, they just come out. Okay, so I'm gonna have to post the stream in the link to the stream in the group. I'm afraid I didn't do that. I'll do that actually right now. You just take it for a second there, caution. Vanille,
Everything's dead. Boomer gets popped. They're just in the safe room here, and this is pretty decent for the ping that they're on. Besides Lion, I mean, everyone else is like 200 or above.
Lion the Rock. Yeah, Adam made that joke, but it's so true. That guy is a freaking.
And that's considering they got 3 boomed under that house with the stilts. That's pretty good. I think that tank maybe wasted a bit too much time trying to get hittables in, and he should have just committed in and, you know, made the survivors shoot him instead of the horde. They kind of just killed all the horde and then they could focus the tank. Alright, so Polestar's on Survivor, green ping, let's see what they can do. Boomy gets a 2, proxy. Hunter going in, missing. One Hunter getting the separation pounce on Red up front. Oh, that's a lot of damage with the spit on top. Oh no. Oh, he's actually safe there up in the tree. That was pretty lucky. That could have been a lot worse for Red just then. Really good first hit coming out from QuEst. See what Polestar decided to do about this witch. Seems like Coach is just going, and he's missed as well. Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, I'm slow. But he missed?
The witch missed. He actually missed the crown, but the witch didn't long arm him. She missed the swing.
Okay, so that's like that's like the draw of the straw. You know, that's like a 50. No, well, less than 50. It really depends. It's kind of random. I'm sorry, guys, but witches are just like that. I mean, I love witches, but if they were a little bit less random, I'd love them even more. I mean, they're just. I hate seeing that though at the same time.
Polestar going on the right side. This is interesting. Oh, nice separation pull, but oh, jockey up front as well. That's pretty decent. Red's actually eating a fair bit of damage. QuEst is actually doing pretty good so far on the rest of that, especially on the ping. Polestar going in up forward for that ammo. Ammo in this mod is really not fun. You can run out of Uzi ammo really quick. They're stocking up before this tank, trying to get that chip in early. Lion tank as well.
There we go. Alright, we're good. That took me a long time, ladies and gentlemen, but I did get it out in the Down2Frag group. So we got a boom going out here. Did the boom get shut down? Did I actually see a boom? Did I not see a boom? Am I seeing things? Oh, Lion the Rock, man. I wonder what he's thinking. If I'm this tank, I gotta make it far right. If I'm not gonna take any chip on the way in, I don't like the way I don't like the way TB committed his tank. That's not how you commit this tank in my eyes. Like, you want to take as least chip as possible. You want to take so you get the most efficiency, most value out of your tank.
He kind of just messed around with the hittable as well when there was a 3 boom. Like, he just kept hitting his hittables.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was TB that did that. A Lion, man.
Well,
I mean,
got this
I love the boomer here, but the boomer has to land now. If they're gonna do anything, the boomer has to go now.
30%.
He's gonna die. The support has to come in.
That tank just died before support even reacted. Holy!
What?
Polestar just annihilated Lion.
Who's the boomer? Who's the boomer? That's not what you. If you're gonna commit that tank, that boomer has to land when the tank's at 5k. That horde isn't gonna be there in time. What is QuEst doing, man? They have their lineup. They have the players. What in the actual hell, man? That is really freaking tough. This is their home game too.
And like you said, they
No, this is their away game. I'm sorry.
Like, he just committed him from the front. He just lost all of his health. Like,
that's not how you play that tank, man. And then his support, I'm just like, that's not how you play the support for the tank.
Hunter goes in, Charge is getting ready, gets the charge in the corner, but no spit.
Hold on, let me get on Twitch and my on my phone, because I want to kind of be in touch with you guys a little bit. I mean, hopefully you guys don't flare it up too much. Try and keep things cool, keep it fresh, keep it crisp, you know. You guys just be cool, that's all I'm saying. But give me a second, I'm going to be right there with you guys, Twitch chat, just kind of stay with you guys.
Bonus at the moment as well. One more hit. It's not really the best hit. Smoker Boomer, Jockey Spitter, 2-2.
Can you hear me alright, or am I coming through choppy?
No, you sound fine at the moment.
Okay, cool.
A little bit of damage coming out on that last hit, but overall, like, pretty decent. You know, you just need to be making these 956 map 1. I think both teams kind of messed up their tank on that map, to be honest. Especially, like, I don't know, I think I'd give a little bit more. I'd question what TB did a bit more with his tank rather than Lion, because he just didn't commit on a 3-boom under there against people on 200 ping. Like,
yeah, like what the actual hell's going through your head there? But like, honestly, I don't know. I'm trying to reason, like, and then the way they're committing these tanks is just like, did these guys forget how to play stock maps, or is this just people not thinking? I mean, well, you can think, but it's about thinking about the right things. They could be thinking, obviously they're thinking, but they're just, some people, what I mean by not thinking, let me just explain this a little better, is the nerves get to them. In the match, they're like, oh shit, I can't screw up, there's people watching me. Oh shit, I can't do this, there's people watching me. Or oh shit, this is the match that counts, you know? They get all this pressure in their mind, and then they just do stupid shit. They don't calm themselves, they can't calm themselves down, they can't stay focused, they can't continue to think. They can't continue to try and outwit the opponent. That makes it really tough.
yeah, for sure. It's a decent score considering the ping.
I think that's what we're seeing. I think that's what we're seeing.
Easy.
Alright, Twitch chat, anybody on Vanille, I do have you guys now on my phone, so I will be in touch with you guys. If you guys got something to say or anything important, I'll be watching. Hopefully not too much, because I don't want to take away from the quality of this match. I don't like people do that. I'm not that type of person, really. I don't want to be that person, but back to it. So we got a witch up here, like you said, at 11. Did you say? My God, that's really close. If I'm the infected, I'm really I'm saving my attack. Like, this witch is worth it. You gotta put at least maybe. Do they have a hunter? No, smoker, jockey.
No,
you gotta put the jockey on the witch. You gotta put the charge on the smoker behind. That's the only way to play this. You have to put the boomer.
He's trying to draw it through the fence.
Oh, that's smart. That is actually really smart.
Oh,
I didn't think of that. He's got it. You gotta find this boom.
If
they run it safe, that's gonna. No. This charge this guy to spawn. You guys gotta go in right now.
Oh, she actually bugged out. I mean, I feel like it's kind of common knowledge that when you go into safe room, the witch bugs out.
Yeah, this is a redo. You're not allowed to do that. I mean, I remember guys. This is just a standing rule when witches is being played. You cannot run a witch's safe room. She will bug out. And that's what will happen. I mean, I respect the skill that Team Polestar they do have, they do bring. But guys, come on, that is cheap. You are better than that. You are better players. Take the crown like a freaking man. Take it out there in the open like you're supposed to. I get it. There's spawns everywhere all around you. The witch can curve. You got all these things that are putting pressure on you, but don't be a little beep and take it back to safe room. You know better. And I don't like to see that. I mean, I don't want to be forceful. Like, some issues happened before. Well, I think Supi was an admin of the custom campaign tournament, and the admin ruled that they lost their entire half chapter of points. And I don't want to go there. That sounds like a little bit too extreme. Like, we started. I like that you guys you respect that. You're going to do the right thing, but just don't be taking witches in safe room. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to have to step in if you guys keep doing that.
Yeah, it's a bit cheap in my opinion. Like, both teams have to deal with it, so.
We got multiple witches spawned already? Excuse me?
I only see one. Well.
Oh, there are 3 witches. Okay. Well, welcome back. What the actual shit?
Yeah, so these are the same thing.
We do have an admin, so we can slay the witches. This is a little bit better. He's gonna get the crown. Now that's how you do it, guys.
Yeah, see, now that could have. Oh, and he crashed. That kind of sucks.
I was just like, aren't they missing one? I was just thinking. Aren't they missing one? There he is. He's up there.
Yeah, they clearly like shut down that hit pretty well. Seems like they, we didn't need to go through a restart of the match the first time. Pretty common knowledge which glitches out like that.
I love this in chat from ParTy. I love how passionate all the shade Grizz throws. I'm passionate about the shade I throw. I mean, can you guys still hear me? I'm kind of timing out right now.
No, you're
Can
fine.
you guys hear me? Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I think I do throw a lot of shade, but I am a pretty, kind of a critical person. Not always, like, I don't know.
I mean, you're giving them shade, but you're also a really big fan of this team, so...
Yeah, I am.
You know.
Like, I'm a huge fan of Polestar. These guys, they freaking rocked it last week, and I love seeing that. They really did. I'm not gonna take anything with me.
Which I was going. Oh, misses. That's unfortunate.
Alright, so, I just...
Hey, what are they? Oh, they're complaining about the more witches.
Yeah, well, it's not supposed to be in the game, so God forbid
Yeah.
somebody shoots one of these witches, you got a tank and a witch in play against you. If the support comes in on that, you are essentially screwed, because that is a 5-on-4.
Yeah, does anyone have admin to the server? Any of these Polestar players?
I think the admin can slay witches across the map.
Polestar actually running all the way back to this back open area.
This is really risky. If they have a boom here, they're screwed. This is not the play to make. I mean, they better be on their freaking knees right now and just be grateful, because if there was a boomer there, that probably would have resulted in white. That's some really risky stuff to do, running back on a tank like this. They're getting good chip on this tank though. That's already 500 HP gone. That's gonna put them around 88%.
Yeah, that's actually a lot of chip. And he's got 2 hunters and a smoker. This could be... Like, I could just see them skeeting both these hunters and...
I love Hunters because they're very versatile. He's gonna whip his first punch. Data's going in. He's gonna land in second
Oh, the
punch.
color
Hunter's
bounce is
gonna
there?
come in. We're gonna
Oh,
come
he
out.
got cleared there.
He's trying to spread the damage right now, but if the survivor split, he's not gonna get anything more. Looks like he's gonna secure the one in tat. That's gonna be all she wrote though. Coach is getting up
Oh, the
twice.
long arm.
Shoot the shit out of that thing!
Did Coach just get up twice there? I think that enabled him to get a second punch on Coach. I'm just thinking that Coach should have been up for a while now after eating the initial punch. I think it was a multi-punch, something like that, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It just...
He might have just...
I think he got a double
aggressive.
get up.
Forgot about the arms, like Dina with the 215 ping. He's got those go-go gadget arms, you know?
Yeah, that was
Press them and they go.
Inspector Go-Go Gadget. Simon, I'm not playing this tournament because I'm way too busy now. I'm a full-grown man. I shave. I go to work. I'm a half-time student. I don't have time for video games anymore. I would love to play again, but the maybe 20 hours I could give 2 weeks into this game, I would be shit. And since I played Left 4 Dead 2 at a very high level, I will not come back and make a fool of myself and go through that process again. I mean, I'm just not going to do it. Especially the game's kind of late in its stages. I just don't have the heart for it anymore. I know a lot about the game, got a lot of knowledge. I think I played in the era around NV, and they were probably the best team, and they kind of solved Left 4 Dead 2 with positioning and all. I'm glad that I played in that era, but I don't know if I can play the era that it's in right now. It's just not the same for me. I'm just saying I'm glad I played when I did, but I don't think I can play anymore.
I'll start crying in a minute.
I feel like this map, or this round, probably should have been restarted again, seeing as there was 3 witches, but that's one boom coming out actually there. Comes Charger, and he gets melted.
I would say just try not to hit around the witches. Kind of broken. I hope that the other team gets the same and just don't hit around witches. That kind of absolves. Doesn't really absolve. It kind of takes away though from where the infected can hit.
There's a couple of really bad spots here though. There's this one up here, and then there's one out in the open up here.
There's another one in the open. I only saw
See,
two.
she's aggroing already. What are they doing? Why are they going on the witch?
She's stuck, so just as long as they don't move, they're fine. But they have to know if the witches.
Yep. QuEst just
These guys.
played on the witch. Like, someone just went up and scratched the witch with a hunter, and then...
I'm just facepalming right now. Like, this is so embarrassing. It's supposed to be a higher quality tournament. I don't know. This
I
happened
honestly
in
think
that-
this round should be restarted. Like, they just played on a witch that shouldn't be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that Polestar should have been, like, slaying these witches or some shit, but...
Shit, we ain't got time for this, man. Get up, get up.
You should have just, like, let them draw crown it just then.
Well, I'm just gonna have the map restarted right now. I mean, I'm the tournament admin, ladies and gentlemen, but we just need to get these witches slayed.
Look, here's another one. If they like, come on, they can't play on this again.
Okay, so
Yeah, they didn't that time, at least.
Water starting to pool. We gotta move.
that's pretty cold, but that's just how I see it. I mean, it's 3 witches really freaking gay, but I mean, just as long as 3 witches both is kind of like the same thing. At this point, restarting it's a bit late.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if they wouldn't have played on the second witch, but they played on that second witch then. That was
Yeah, that was dirty.
pretty
That was a
bad
little dirty.
mannered by QuEst.
Yeah.
We can get up here.
But no, I just told them that they're gonna have to play through the though too, just to be fair, because they played on every
Oh, he
damn
missed
witch.
it. And that Polestar is up. Charge a smoke a boomer. Boomer gets a spawn inside and gets a proxy too, boom. These hits are just kind of getting melted at the moment. It's not easy to land on this ping, but Polestar doing a good job to avoid all the damage here.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked. They went through 3 witches in a tank, and these guys are still cruising through. Not, you know, it's not without net resistance, but these guys are still doing fantastic. We got somebody connecting from Canada. It looks like you got Chinese letters, so it's just kind of strange. I mean, let's say Chinese people are relegated to China. That'd be stupid, but I don't know. I'm just trying to think of someone who lives in Canada and is Chinese and can offer something to the cast or to the overall quality of the tournament, or I don't know if he wants here or not to get to the game.
Yeah, slots should be limited, but unless he was already in here, I'm not really paying that much attention.
Yeah, I'm not paying much attention to that too. I'm just thinking, why the hell are there 3 witches in my game right now?
Yeah.
What the actual hell? And everybody's playing on them too.
Oh, nice 2-boom there. I actually got the arc over. They're gonna go in with this. 200 jockey. One hunter gets skidded by a red. Jockey lands and this other hunter's just going to town on Nick. He's got like 4 scratches just then.
Yes, so Presto, if there is 3 witches in your match, just restart right away like you said, man. That's the right thing to do. You guys still hear me clearly? Am I coming through okay? My ping spiking
Yeah,
a
you're
little bit. Okay, so yeah, Presto, just restart it. The only reason why this is being played out is because Team Party Quest, they played on the witches. They didn't let them crown. Nobody disputed anything. Because they didn't dispute anything, there's no real rule in here to be done. So yeah, that's all I got for you. Looks like Party Quest is actually gonna make it. They have a little bit of bonus on red.
They're actually doing really well, and they're going for these scratches. Like sometimes, you know, on this kind of ping, you're just better off going for those scratches. Especially in this Pro Mod Elite, like Charger does what, 8? Hunters do 6? It's pretty crazy.
It's pretty solid. Yeah. Yeah, this is a survivor punishing config. If you are a glutton for punishment, this is the config that you want to be on. Because this will punish bad survivor play. I kind of like health bonus, although at the same time I feel like damage bonus is necessary because of AD, and like I said, Envy figured out the game. You know, the Asians do it again, but yeah, it's still I still prefer HP because of the order that it creates naturally. It's kind of cool. But great attack going in there, getting shut down. And we're gonna get pop blast.
This should just be them getting in the safe room. Not too much bonus, but it's making these maps is pretty important. Actually, I don't know.
And that is a solid 52. That's what that is,
Yeah,
man.
it's probably. I mean, I can't really talk. My team didn't really make maps, but you know, this is only 1,600 points after the first 2 maps. Then you got what, 700 points that map? They got like 900 map 1. I mean, I guess they had 3 witches, to be fair. Gonna need to see a Polestar tank doing work here.
I'm getting some spiking right now. Somebody's up this early on Netflix or something. Somebody's got their favorite show. It's like, it's the weekend. I'm gonna kick back and just lag up Matt's internet connection. Thank you. Great.
Alright, so the witch has not spawned where it should be.
Reloading.
They're just gonna redo the entire. Watch, no, I don't think one witch is gonna spawn this map.
You're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, they're pissed too.
I think that restart earlier just scuffed this server. This is
Reloading.
cool. I mean, I
Restart,
kind of feel
restart.
bad for QuEst here because they kind of owned him last map.
Yeah. I mean, if we had admin, ladies and gentlemen, we just wasted a half round of your life. My sincerest apologies. Yeah, really. I mean, I'm sorry. That's gonna be time in your old age. You're gonna be like, why did I waste that half round in Left 4 Dead 2? I could have invested that into telling my family I love them. Something like that. I
Here
don't,
is like Polestar actually got kind of wrecked. Like they crowned 2 out of 3 witches. They only got incapped on 1 witch, and they only made it in with 50 bonus. Like, you know, I wouldn't be happy if I was QuEst.
yeah, I
Because
mean,
they could definitely
3
make this with a
witches?
bigger bonus.
3 witches? I mean, yeah, that does kind of bring up the question in mind. How the hell do you not wipe a team against 3 witches? That's just must be eating away at them. If they actually put thought to that, they're like, what the actual shit, guys? That was a tank and 3 witches, and we didn't wipe them. That's kind of intimidating. That's not kind of intimidating. That is intimidating.
I think they need to reload the config or something. It's clearly scuffed. It's like,
Yeah, I think he's right. It's Red's on it. He says restart C4, so that might be what we have to do. Not sure. Vanilla, are you okay?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they just need to
I mean, we could
restart
be
the
creating
config.
more trouble. I mean, I just wish we were all brought up with classical education so that synthesizing information would be so much easier for us all. That way we could have the Platonic critical thinking toolbox in our mind, and we could just dissect problems and solve them so much easier. But instead, we just got this shit education in Europe, Australia, America. Nobody teaches people how to think anymore.
Yeah, for real. I mean, yeah. As soon as there was 3 witches, like, I feel like QuEst, especially with having an admin on their team, kind of throwing their team under the bus a bit, but they probably should have been like, this isn't right, let's restart something here, you know?
Yeah, that would have been much better, actually, yeah.
Because now I kind of feel for them after the, you know, they took an incap on 1 out of the 3 witches, but they still actually just got, like, wrecked on that map by
Yeah, I
ParTy.
kind of feel like if ParTy went up against those exact same odds, it wouldn't have been the same. So, because they have higher ping too.
So what's going on? Alright, they've switched server.
Alright. Do 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 do. Oh baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do. Okay. Vanille, I got Vanille with that one. So I heard this joke today. I lost my shit, and then my coworker was just like, "Chill out, Matt. Calm down, calm down." So we're just there, and I'm just working, and he's just like, "Did you hear the one about the bomb factory? The bomb factory that sells bomb carpets?" And I said, "No." He said, "Profits are going through the roof." I just lost my shit. I was just like, okay. I mean, somebody in chat is gonna hit me with that K, be like, "Really, Matt?" Or sorry, "Really, Grizz?" And I'm just be like, yeah, whatever.
Alright, so they should be starting map 2, hopefully.
Oh yeah, okay, we're in server out. You guys waiting on me? I'm coming in hot.
Well, all they need to do here is they just need to all ready up, quickly leave the safe room, jump, and then the other team needs to do the same thing, and then they can just set scores next map.
How many viewers we got, Vanille? I cannot see on my phone. I'm looking. I'm trying to see where we're at. 132. Thank you guys so much. Love you. Believe it or not, guys, we may only be at 132 right now, but Soul, when he streams, I'm not just saying Soul, I think Vanille's been up there too. We've gotten 300 views in our not Detour Head, the one Die Scraper
Gyarados?
Redux. So on our
Oh.
no, our Die Scraper Redux matches, guys. I'm not lying to you. We got about 300 viewers on Soul streams. That's pretty insane. That's really damn good for a game that's this old. People, they still have that passion for it. Maybe old players are coming back to like, yeah, those days. But then they're like, shit, these configs. You know, I was so much better back then. You got all that stuff going on. But I don't know what it is, but we getting a lot of views. Could have been old players, new players, people interested. And just want to say thank you, you guys who are watching. But for just being there, that's all. I'm proud to bring you guys these guests. I really am.
Yeah, I think maybe we have a little bit less viewers just because of time at the moment. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
obviously, they got to schedule a time to be fair to both teams. So.
Help! Help! Hey, y'all! I can't. Hey, I need some help over here.
Yeah, I could see Polestar just flying through this next map and making bonus. You hate to see it for QuEst, but they also played on a second witch, so I don't have much sympathy for them at the moment.
Switch team. Switch.
Who did we lose there? Is that you, Canel? Or oh, rip. So I guess Grizz's internet's gone down. Did say he was spiking a bit, so. So they're just trying to get the scores sorted at the moment. Hopefully we'll actually see this round played out this time. Get us good old one witch, that'd be great. Alright, so they do actually have the scores set. Nice. 46-11. Yep. They got this. Alright, seems like everything should be in order. Get some fast ready ups and let's get going. Alright, so Witch has spawned in the correct spot. First hit, Boomer, Hunter, Smoker. Could look for a pull forward on this Witch or something, although I think Polestar are just going to do what they did before and shoot it over the fence and just do the draw crown. Really, QuEst really needs this boom to land too. If this boom lands, especially on the person who crowns it or shoots it, could be big. Got an opportunity here, maybe? Oh. Both Hunters getting skied. Boomer popped. Smoker landed for a couple ticks of damage, but that's about it. Polestar just dominating that first hit and Witch.
Reloading.
Look out! Reloading!
So 46% tank. We saw Polestar run it back last time. Wonder if they're going to do the same strat again. Next hit up. Jockey Charger Boomer Spitter 2-2. Not ideal. Jockey's gone in. Charges just got deleted from the game. Spitter's missed and Boomer's going to try and get something. Maybe save for the run back.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Polestar pushing out here into the forward area. Gonna quickly break down the little shack there. Boomer's on top of the shed looking for something. He's hopped up into the tree actually. Don't know if he can get that spawn or not, or if he's just hoping that they don't block it when their tank's coming in. But Dina is actually going in with this tank. So far Polestar doing a pretty good amount of chip. Cutting this tank well. Already down to 30%. 100 lands, good separation. Pounds there on Dakota. They get the second one. Tank's just covering at the moment. It's cleared. This will be 2 punches. Or he actually didn't get the second one. So overall, pretty decent take there by Polestar. This should get them out into the next open area as well, avoiding this like few chokes in here, as long as they're fast. Shell's kind of lagging behind a bit, but next hit. This QuEst have got to decide what they want to do here. They have Jockey, Charger, Smoker, Spitter. This isn't a bad hit for up top, but if they don't hit here, they're obviously just giving Polestar easy run through the map. Pretty rough choke on that kind of ping. Like trying to land these spawns on that ping is not easy. Polestar just playing it safe, gonna get ammo. Alright, now they're heading up. QuEst need to do some big damage here because this is like one of the last 2 big chokes left in this map. They've got this stair choke and then they've got the choke outside in the cornfield. Shell just kind of baiting up. Ring up, trying to bait something out. Smoker's got a spawn at the back. Oh, he whiffs. Charges whiffed. Everything's getting deleted. Jockey's the only one up, just sitting up top. He's not gonna land, yeah, he just gets skeeted. It's kind of what I worried about for QuEst after the last map, you know, they kind of did a really good amount of damage to Polestar. Now this time Polestar are just demolishing all their hits. Like, Lion's still here on 2 points. Nice skid coming out of the charged a wall. Polestar are just shutting down these hits at the moment. It's a pretty hard spot to land, but still, just not giving QuEst any opportunity to do any damage. Next hit another 2-2. They need to sack this now. They did nice. Could still get a boomer, but should be the quad. You never know with L4D2. They really need a charger in this field here. And they got it. They do have the quad. Jockey, Smoker, Hunter, Charger. Polestar just playing that fence line, clearing out all the common that they can at the moment. Hunter's pre-spawned up ahead. Everything's kind of, it's not really an ideal spot to go here. It's a little bit more open than like a bit more forward. Yeah, pool gets instantly cleared. Charger got deleted. Just the jockey and Smoker landed. So this is going to be Polestar getting in with a pretty hefty bonus for this map. Currently at 652 compared to their last attempt, which was only 52. 648. And now a couple ticks there at the end, so really good recovery there by Polestar to make that map with a good bonus. Now this is going to be an interesting round for QuEst. They really need to be making at least distance on this map. I feel like it's going to be very hard to make the chapter. Good. I don't know, it's an okay tank spawn, I guess. Can be hard to kill, especially if tri-cap lands, but... or boom, sorry. Alright, nice. Witch has spawned up again. It's looking good, boys. 2 hunters. One's just looking for a DP.
Reloading.
Takes a little bit of chip, not too much though.
I think we gotta cut through the sugar mill.
Boomer's just set up top, waiting for that draw crown maybe.
Reloading. In here.
Oh, nice skeet there by Sue. Which is struggling to get through the door. And she's dead. It's actually a really good take there by QuEst on the ping. Sue got a really nice skeet on that. Could have been decent damage if that hunter would have landed. And the other 2 spawns synced up with it. Their biggest concern at the moment is going to be this tank. They really need to get past this tank with minimal damage, if possible. Then Nick up top. Oh, charges mid, Smoke back with the jockey, syncing up. It's a good separation jockey at the back onto Nick. And taken all the way back. This is really good damage right here by Polestar. Really good pre-tank damage.
Reloading.
Double hunted boomer charger. They might try and save this boom. 2 hunters going in. One landed. Charger missed and the other one got skeeted.
Up that ramp.
Tank up in the hands of ZZZ and going for that rock. Curve rock, baby. Tank's just committing in. There's a few commons still coming in. This could be pretty decent actually. They haven't really got much pre-chip on this tank. Oh, that's not very good for the tank right there. Hit him super far away. Spawns are coming in there. Momentary 2 cap. Jockey's missed though. It's unfortunate. Tank just running in, gets one more punch. 2 in-caps on that tank, pretty decent. Support was a little bit out of sync, I'd say. Pretty unfortunate that he hit, I think it was Nick or Coach.
Thanks, bro.
Almost had a corner and then hit him to like the opposite side.
Heads up.
Spit a charger up, going in. Or TD misses. Well, Hunter lands actually, so decent bit of spit damage there onto Rochelle. Overall, on 200 ping, QuEst looking pretty solid still. Just need to get through this little sugar mill part here, out into the open, and they'll be solid. Chokerman steals the smoker though. Smoker just needs to go for a respawn at this point, not really going to do much here. One hunter looking for a DP up on the skybox. See what he can do. He's going in. He's pretty short actually.
Up here.
So do have smoke charge for this choke actually. Hunter's pre-spawn. Hunter's just gone in by himself for some reason.
I am not dying in no goddamn
Smoker's pre-spawn.
Reloading.
Charger miss is just getting outran by Dina. Actually does get that respawn there, so not really the best because he doesn't have much HP. Okay, he's just down Dina in that room. Oh, nice M2 on the boom there.
Get up. Now.
Been ill. Grizzly.
Oh, thank you. I was just like, I'm not sure. What's up, brother? I'm sorry. I'm here watching on my phone. Oh my god, eating up mobile data. I'm like, dude, you're doing okay, man. You're holding your own, but I'm here. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I need some excitement in here. This is what you're here for, Grizz. Bring the excitement and all that separation, hun, actually. Decent damage there.
Alright, how we doing, man? I was looking at that tank and I'm thinking, damn. Just damn.
Pretty much what happened was what I said was going to happen. Like, Polestar just got shit on the first time around, made it with 52 bonus, and then the second time around, make it with 652.
That's freaking insane. But ParTy QuEst, on the other hand, that tank, I love seeing that intelligent. That's all I can say. Intelligent plays coming out from ParTy QuEst. There was someone that was about to eat a corn. I'm not sure if it was Ellis or who it was. It might have been Ellis. It was Lion.
Oh.
And then Lion takes a punch. Oh my god,
Death spit on him as well.
Oh shit, man, that's it.
He's dead.
That's it. Yeah, that's all she wrote. When you got Promod Spitter assing on you, just call it GG. If that shit hits you, it's 3 damage per tick. It's not 2 damage per tick. It will melt you down. It will melt your HP right away. And I think there's also reduced God frames. Big, making it even harder on the survivors to push these maps. This is such a throwback for me. Hard Rain and Pro Mod, that combination for me, it just does it for Left 4 Dead 2. I loved it so much. It's so hard. It's kind of hard on the survivors, and it's so fun at the same time because you're actually trying hard and focusing to be the best that you be. And it's just a good map for terms of
this might be the 3 corners.
It could be Jockey. He capped the smoker pull.
Oh, charge.
He did die though. This could be a multi-charge. No, he's gonna get shut down, man. Still, with this horde overwhelming them, I don't see them getting out of this field and die. This smoker's gonna be out. He's on the second cap. That's all she wrote, ladies.
They're stuck in this corner as well. It was actually looking pretty good for QuEst there for a second, but that last hit really did. I don't know. Dina just kind of ran out of the elevator to the right, and he was just kind of behind the shed and just got out.
Yeah. Simon, I was just reading you in chat earlier, dude. That chick Alice is pretty freaking hot. I'm not gonna lie, Simon. Anyway, I think she plays on hard rebellion, but whatever. I'm just here with I'm just reading chat, Simon. That's all I'm saying. And Carl's just like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm talking about something else. But let's talk about Left 4 Dead 2. I kind of got sidetracked there. I just wanted to reply to that.
I mean,
Yeah,
decent
so-
scores at the moment. I mean, good job by Polestar to bring that like map 2 back after the first go at it when they only got 52 bonus. Like, good on them for like turning it around and actually like, you know,
Yeah.
making that comeback.
So I'm getting some flack right now. I'm getting hit with some flack from my from the other team party. So I'm not gonna say this. Kind of keep that private under wraps, so we're not embarrassing anybody. But I'm getting some flack right now for unfairness being called between what's going on. Granted, there's a lot of chaos going on, so I'm kind of getting some flack for made my ruling decisions of restarting, things like that. And I'm gonna look into that. I don't know if we'll be replaying this. Did you see anything that was actually very unfair while I was away, or no? I was kind of looking on my phone, but I was just like eating.
It's one of those things where they kind of rolled Polestar that first go through the map 2, but they also played on like the second witch, so it's like, you know, I don't know. Like they crowned the first witch and then they played on the second witch and got a free incap off of it, so. But their tank definitely did more damage, I feel like, the first go around.
How did who was her tank? I need a tank name for team.
I think it was Dina
Polestar.
again for QuEst. Oh, for Polestar?
I'm a reload.
Will you cut that shit out?
I think it was ZZZ's tank.
I mean, I know there are no jump bots anymore in the game, which helped control the survivor and get them in the corners. Like nowadays,
Oh,
you
there's
just take a
jump-
punch and get
baby.
far away. There's jump bots.
Oh yeah, it's pretty hard to hit on like 100 tick, but oh yeah, you can.
I
hit them.
thought that was only next mod. On this config, jump bots were removed by Jacob in the Pokemon Elite. They
they're
were
back,
too unfair
baby.
and people were scripting too much. I didn't know if they were part of this config. Are they?
Yeah, you can definitely jump rock. I think we actually saw a lot of jump rocks in the Rise Up game yesterday versus Evo. Haven't really seen much this match, to be fair. but-
I was
Definitely
told that Jacob added an update in Pokemon Elite that removed that. I didn't know jump bars were in the game. I was having a conversation with Sir about that being a little bit unfair because just people just having a sort of potential cheater in here, it makes it at a huge disadvantage because jump rocks are so critical. I mean, they do play a big factor in that too. People are like, oh, without jump rocks, it's nothing. But when you remove jump rocks from the game, you remove the tank's control in a survivor, and you remove that ability to get an incap right away from the survivor that's right below you. You remove the survivor's playing field around the tank severely, and it really does limit what the survivors can do. If you're a good tank, you know when to land those, you will dominate against a survivor team. Whether you have slowdown or not, it still works. But just having that in the game is kind of scary. But it's scary in the sense that if you're a good player, you can use them. But at the same time, having cheaters in the game who are going to use jump box scripts, that's just not fair to players who want to play legit and try and land those.
As long as people aren't scripting, I think it's really balanced because with 100 tick, it isn't super easy to land the jump rocks. It does have like a little bit of skill there. But if you miss your jump rocks and you just like normally throw a rock or you just jump and don't jump rock, you lose a lot of velocity and get slowed down a lot. And that's actually Polestar.
That was a clean shutdown.
it weird?
I didn't see any infected spawn behind them. Like that's
I didn't
something
even
that
hear
you
the
really
witch.
wouldn't
They
see.
just killed a witch.
Cut that shit out.
Ninja sword here.
Professional cast.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Yes, we are. So we got a Charger jockey coming up. It could be. No, I was just thinking quad, but
Thanks a bit.
it's
Yeah.
not. This is a 2-2. You guys, you got a sec either way of this. You know what? Use the full hit. No, they can't do
Oh,
that now.
Lion's already had a tank.
I guess they're gonna roll. They're gonna roll with this. I don't think they have much of a choice. Lion,
Boom.
I know you're a great player, man. I heard good things about you. A two boom, like I told about committing with tanks to two boom. This is how you do it. Now the problem with this area, though, this specific area, the horde doesn't always spawn. So I'm not exactly feeling this all the way. This tank is almost dead already. This horde has to come in already.
30%.
He times
double
his punch. He gets
Oh, the
multi-punch. Charge. He's gonna go out. He's gonna set up for a second double punch. He's at 9 HP right now. He's gonna get chopped. Man, I don't know what to say. Like I said, I love committing tanks to two booms. You play against great teams. Teams are both high caliber teams, and I say you get those two booms, then you commit, and that's how you wipe. But guys, I'm sorry, this is just one of those situations that you have to have knowledge of. Even in Zomai, no matter what configured is, you get a 2-boom there, the Horde, it spawns really late, it spawns far away, sometimes it doesn't spawn at all. That specific area, it's been patched, it's completely broken. Because the Horde, it's just so random in that area. And he didn't get any Horde for his 2-boom. And he just committed. He's just like, where's my Horde? He got a couple great multis, but that's all he got. If there was Horde there with him, that would have been a wipe. But you have to know that that's not a commit. Okay, so we got a throwback here. We got, was that Coach dropping down the back there, taking a nice punch and fall damage, roughly maybe 20, 30 damage. I think that's what that fall amounts to if you don't jump. So he took a nice amount of punch on the health bonus right there, falling out the pipes. Anybody who's played L4D2, you know that specific spot I'm talking about is a classic. For people, they just fall off one pipe. That's beat the sugar bit.
It's another good bonus map here by Polestar, though. Really turning this game around after the restart. 604?
That's red coming up big right there.
Like 41% SI.
I'm kind of a little bit staggered, not staggered. I guess you can say staggered. I'm a little bit hindered right now. I'm thinking this is not fair because I'm going back to my mind. Party QuEst that Party QuEst told them that there was three witches in the map, and they readied up and went along with it. So it's kind of like that. What at least what I'm getting from some people is that Party QuEst should have been able to play that round, even though they ended up playing against 3 witches. I think that's a hint that's being dropped toward me. That it's unfair. It's unfair that they got to restart that in there and then make up that bonus.
Well, they had to restart because the
it was 3
initial
witches.
witch wasn't in this. No, but their initial witch wasn't in the correct spot. So even when Polestar played that round, they had the witch at the doorway. But when Party QuEst played the round, they didn't have the witch there. So I think they just had 2 witches later throughout the map or something. So it was kind of unfair, but I don't know.
So who had 2 witches? Party QuEst had to go get 2 witches, or what? Are we
I
still
think
talking
they
about
only
the
had
3
2 witches spawn on the map. They didn't have like the correct spawn. So when Polestar went through the map, they had initial 11% witch spawn that was in front of the door, or whatever, like just outside the door.
Did the witch play a significant factor?
No, it just didn't even spawn there, and then that's when they restarted.
Oh, okay. And that restart is kind of why I'm getting flack right now, because that happened.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think Party QuEst played on a second witch and got an in-cap out of it that they shouldn't have got, so, you know, it's kind of 50-50. Like, they should have, you know, if there's something like that happens in the game, tell the other team, but you don't, like, play on that shit. I'm pretty sure they shot it, or like they were instantly like trying to aggro the witch. It's like,
Yeah, this is kind of irking me right now. Anyway, it's kind of annoying me at the same time that this is just so random. It's really random. It's kind of frustrating, that map too, specifically the map 2. I'm not talking about the rest of the map. Everything else seems like it's doing pretty good, but it's just too random. I kind of feel bad that like I'm kind of responsible for this because I did the map pool along with Sue. We talked about it, and I'm just like, I love Pro Mod, but the old Pro Mod, I'd never seen 3 witches spawn in the map, guys. So
I think it's because they like
lack of my knowledge.
they voted something, or like.
Okay, so I'm not trying to absolve myself of guilt here. I'm saying, okay, so we got a witch in play. I'll talk later about that. Which is going to set up on Coach to go on for chip damage. Oh, he's going to get the crown. He's not going to get the crown.
It's pretty big. That's what's that? 2 crown fails for QuEst so far. Map 1 and this map.
Man, I don't know. You can't take that witch back there, specifically that one area. She always curves there. I mean, that's just like in the pool of in the background of my mind of where you can and cannot crown witches, because I still have that knowledge revolving around in my head from all the hours I put it into playing on a config like this. Like that's just a spot where witch curves.
And that's a 2-cap in the back. That's a 3-cap
That's
actually.
a hitman. I think that's a hitman.
That is
No,
a
that's
hitman
not-
for a split second. Lucky he had that melee. If he didn't have that melee right there, that could have been a lot more than what it was.
Yeah, not having a melee means you gotta shoot those conflict off you, and if once stuck inside a bar or anything like that, you can't M2 it away. It just holds you there. You're like, you piece of beef, and then you get so mad, you know, that one conflict you can't M2 him. He's just punching you. You gotta speed shot him. But yeah, I know what you're saying. No melee there, and that's a different situation. So we got a tank coming up. So we're gonna go a little bit early. Jockey said enough. Boomer's still active. So if I'm the survivors, I'm reading this. I know that the Boomer. Yes. Okay. Well, you have to know that the other team has a Boomer around this time. I was just about to say that because you're playing at roughly the same speed. They hit on Witch, you hit on Witch. They hit the field, you hit the field. You're gonna have roughly the exact same spawns. It does come down to the sack order sometimes, but I'm pretty sure if you're keeping track of the sack order, you have knowledge of what's to come, and you essentially know if Boomer's going to be there if you're paying attention. And I think that they were paying attention. They just Boom landed anyway. That could have been it.
Do you know what I think's funny at the moment? Because of the restart, we had Lion having a second tank on this map 3, and it's actually getting matched by TB, who had map 1 tank, and Lion had map 1 tank. So they both.
Oh,
had
that is
map
so
1
true.
tank,
Yeah.
and they both had this map.
I mean, this is going to be home away, so everybody's going to have a chance to play a tank.
I'd be pissed. Like, if I was going to miss out on a tank, I'd be pissed.
Chargers, yeah, he's going to go in.
Oh,
That's going to be it, man. Just a second under connect. That's going to be it.
100 was
That's
way
it.
late there.
That's all she wrote. No, I'm sorry. Charger was clear. Oh my god, that was close. This tank's getting a lot of damage though. He's still at half HP. This Ford can come in 14 seconds. He's gonna get this last hit count too.
Yeah.
If he stays alive, he just buys time. This can be a 4-on-1 very quickly. He's making the right play.
He's doing well.
Juki.
Oh,
Okay, so we got 2
Wall
spawns
back,
on. This
mate.
is the smoker. It's always the smoker. But where he's smoking from, you can kill him.
needs to wait for a recall and then get the job.
Okay, no, I want to see the instant clear. I thought that I was a.
Oh,
we
you got
to
it.
clear this.
Get around
We
the
gotta clear
tree.
this. I think someone has deagle. They can still clear this in a couple shots if they focus. I think they can. No, it's too far away now. Unless
The
there's a
angle's
miracle
not there, I don't
headshot.
think.
There goes the miracle headshot. He's got it.
Easy, he says.
You gotta pick them up though. They're drowning in the water.
2 of them are already dead.
I think that's it, man.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Party quest. They're gonna have to do so good on their home server. I mean, you guys, you really gotta do. I was just like before this match, I'm thinking quest definitely. The way they handle Polestar, granted it was a custom campaign, but the way they handle Polestar, the place they brought the opening up hit, that's just stuck inside my mind probably forever in Left 4 Dead 2. That opening hit on Carried Off versus Polestar, where the charger gets cleared, doubles back, charger gets cleared from a boomer pop, doubles back, gets a multi-charge, and Hunter's still capping the guy inside. And my head just literally freaking exploded. I don't know if you guys see the one meme where it goes from basic neurons inside the mind, like it's looking at like an X-ray into the mind, and then it goes from basic neurons firing, and it goes all the way up the bar to transcendence. You know, when so and so does this, and so and so does that. Well, that's kind of like what my mind was when I was seeing that attack unfold by Team Party Quest against Polestar and Carried Off. That was looking at my mind. It just reached transcendence. I was just like, oh my god, you know. My awareness and my consciousness just went out of this world, but it was just amazing. And I'm just saying that these are one of these teams where they don't have that connection here today. I'm seeing the way they're committing their tanks like Lion. There needs to be a captain in this team to tell them that's not how you do this, not how you do that. Where's the communication to prevent these mistakes from happening? You need to all be thinking about your teammates, so you're alerting them of what is good to do, what isn't to do. You want to have correct judgment and excellence of judgment. Not just that. I think that's called phronesis, the practicality of judgment. I'm not sure. But, and virtue. But you need to have excellence in decision making. That's what you need.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Quest is a really good team, and they have I think they have really good team play, especially on SI.
They're still not on the same level.
Next game.
Yeah, like I see them carried off. This is not the same team. And that's what this is. I know that probably to involve map 2, the Witch, because I kind of feel like they lost some of their momentum there. I saw that too. I started seeing them fall off a little bit. I was watching on my phone, like I wasn't here like a round or so, and I'm just like,
You shouldn't really be globaling that. I mean, it's literally in the rules.
what
You
happened?
don't have to kill shit straight away. No, I mean, they just kind of didn't kill the boomers straight away. They left it up for like 3 seconds, and they both instantly ... and question mark. I mean, they didn't have to kill
They
it.
didn't pop the boomer?
Yeah, they didn't pop it instantly, and they have no win to it.
Okay, that's kind of BM. I know teams used to do that a lot when everybody was extremely try hard, but that's just not. Oh my god, sir, come on, man, you gotta play your hittables a little bit better than this, man. This is not good positioning. Get survivors in the water though. You can't outrun them. I love that Hunter initiating right there. That's opening up the window for that. But this high ping, you can't curve the rock on top of him.
Oh, he didn't hit him off though. He's still on the roof.
Still get
if he
this.
would have went off.
He's got plenty of HP for this down, so that's gonna be all he can get, I think. If he can still get him with the hittable, he's got him.
Oh, he's missed.
You don't have him.
One more. There we go.
Yeah, he's got it this time. He's got it this time.
Not twice. Not twice.
Yeah, I mean, Sir, great tank, great player. I mean, I see some intelligent moves. Like the way he closed out the game against Polestar, the way he makes his decisions with his tank play. I've seen him play against MSB. There wasn't much to say about that game, but just the way he plays his tanks, he's so much smarter than that. I mean, I don't want to rail into him too much. Like kind of like Crunchy said, Riz is passionate about throwing shade, and I don't mean to throw shade. I'm just thinking that is not the best Sir tank that there is. I mean, he's just a better player, and I just know he can be better. I still he did what he could, and I like that though.
I think he got a bit unfortunate. He didn't he hit the survivor that stood up after the hunter got him. He landed like right on the edge of the roof, so he didn't obviously get thrown off and take that fall damage and have that separation. He kind of just stayed up on the roof and he was right behind it.
Yeah,
so it was a bit unlucky.
I don't know who that hunter was, but that hunter initiating to get the separated one, that was good. I think there was some communication here, but like, hey, you take this guy. It's almost like, you snap your fingers, he's right on it. He's right there to cover it. I love seeing that. That was a great play, but the rock didn't connect after that because lag. And the ping got him right there. That was the moment of where the... Okay, I'm sorry. Let's continue. This quad cap coming in. Second hunter going to come in. This is going to be a quad. We're at 100 landing. Second hunter going to be seated. Charger going to get finished off. But that was pretty close.
Yeah, that was a decent attempt right there for the ping.
That was actually really, really close.
It was really synced there. That's what you like to see, especially like...
Yeah, even though they got shut down, like you said, they were synced. They're coming in together, they're closing in at you all different sides, and that was very intimidating. If they didn't get that shut down on the first hunter, or one of those hunters, and I think it was a jockey too, that would have been it. I feel like that could have been it. It just came down to that quick ski, that kill on the jockey. It was so close. Like, I could actually taste it. I love their positioning. I love the teamwork that I saw. They're trying to pull together under the one vision and try and make it happen, and then it just didn't work because someone moved their crosshair. They found the headshot on the hunter and they got it. So we're gonna ready up right away though, coming right into this, guys. I don't know if I have much time to even backtrack on the rest of what we just saw, but Boomer setting up below is pretty standard, pretty easy to read. If Team ParTy QuEst is really easy to read.
Reloading.
Yeah, if QuEst can make this map, they kind of need to make this map and then either wipe Polestar on Finale or make Finale as well. But this is that team that, like when they're on point on their home server, they're going to be getting some fat hits on you, especially when you're on 200. Oh, nice charge forward.
The separation charge.
That TB. One
you guys
slam.
gotta do that. He's gonna be a 2-slam.
2-slam?
That's big.
Ooh.
If the tank commits on that, that's 2 punches. He's in tap. That's a 6-second difference. I think it's 3 seconds per punch. Maybe 2.5, but 5 to 6 seconds of you trying of you not taking chip and you getting that cap is huge. It really does come down to that. So that 5 seconds that you got, that's maybe 1800 to 2k HP that you're gonna still have. That is to say, if he doesn't fill up. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about when Survivor's at half HP and the tank is in cap right away, that's one less Survivor shooting him, and that is a difference of 2 punches that it doesn't have to hit a Survivor with. So that's roughly 5 seconds. So I think his arm is at 2.5 seconds. It's all rough math. Nothing's direct. I try to estimate, but that's just my
actually
estimate.
sacking these spawns. 200 Boomer here isn't really too ideal. Even versing people on 200 ping, like these guys are good. If they mess this up, they're just gonna rail this tank.
Man, I'm just thinking, Red, you have to keep one hittable next to you.
Oh, no, sir!
Sir! No, sir!
It's too big.
He's gonna get the pickup. No,
They've delayed the pickup though.
That's it, man. If the tank takes rooftop, all he has to do is defend the pickup and get the kill. He's not gonna defend the pickup though. He's gonna go in. If he goes for his hittable, as far as they can duck and cover around the caution cones. I like what Red's doing. Take that.
So someone's up top trying to clear Sir and maybe get him up.
Yeah, he's making the right decision. This is the right call. If Sue can keep him alive, that's good. Because this is going to be
a second in here though on line.
That is worth the trade. That is worth the trade though, because you get the multiplier from having. Oh my God, Sue, you're so lucky.
Oh, the jockey's still up. He's got
he has to get this jockey. Sue, you gotta get the jockey, man. You gotta get the jockey, Sue. Oh no. ParTy QuEst.
That is the what coming out from Red. I mean, nice hittable there at the start to get that early tap, and then the hunters to cover it.
Out of what? Yeah,
you hate to see it.
Out of everybody on that team, I didn't expect Sir to be the one to. He said,
Well,
told you though. So
told you, Kipo. I think he knew he was going to eat the car.
I think he had a strategy in mind. So that told you implies there was communication to do something else, but they ended up there in that position. And I'm thinking right now, like they have one person, two people all the way below, and 2 people on the rooftop. I'm thinking, guys, do you not remember how to play this? This isn't zone mod. You can't be playing in the water because the tank he will outrun you. He will chase your ass down. He'll pin you to a corner and take you out right away. And there's hittables down there. You got.
Turn on the burner tank sign.
Props to a Polestar that you kind of lagged out for a second, but props to Polestar for actually keeping them down to the top. They could have maybe got an early pickup there. And both the hunters just delayed that pickup so the tank could get up there and eventually get the wipe, basically just from that first car. It's not really much damage, only 8 damage coming out on that first hit, maybe a few from common. Seems like we may have lost Grizz again. That's being a bit dodgy today. Next hit, Jockey, Hunter sped up. Oh, tank's actually already up in the hands of Sue. And they don't seem very happy about it. Dina immediately with, why is tank so early? BM coming out from Lion. Charger going in, just sack, and it's not really ideal to have a charger here. It's pretty hard to land, especially on 200 ping. They really need this boom to land here. They can get a boom and then maybe a pull down into one of these cars and get a kill. It's probably going to be the best chance. Sue's already second pass. Still got a decent amount of thrust, but Hunter in the smoke. The ideal support. And he's already down to 50% health. One boom lands. He's jumping up. He's already 20% health. This tank's just dead. Oh, he actually dropped off before he cleared the Hunter. This is a huge 2-cap up top, actually. That's rock there as well. Okay, this is actually a lot more damage than this tank should have just got. Someone prematurely dropped down there without clearing the Hunter. Nice 2-cap there. That support just didn't work for Sue. 2k health left and that 2-cap landed and just absolutely worked. Polestar just. Next hit, 2-2 charger boomer, jockey spitter, not really ideal again, probably send this in ASAP. Charger just pre-charges and just charges straight down the hole. So probably got like maybe 2 hits, probably one more hit till tank, till boat, sorry. I might even just have to save this hit, almost. It's not an ideal hit. It's a L4D2 1 hit. 2 hunters, a smoker, and a boomer. This boomer needs to go in and land or something. Goes in first, and they're not going to have a good sack order for this next one. Hunter lands for a split second up top, and the other hunter just went for scratches on the smoked person. This boat should be coming. And it is. They might not even have spawns for this. QuEst not happy about how long this finale's taken. And they can just start getting on. They're not even going to be able to hit. Just get in. Oh, someone ran forward for some reason. Nice jockey there onto Nick for a bit of damage. But this is a pretty disgusting health bonus at the moment. $668. That brings their total up to 5.7k. This is looking rough for QuEst. They really need to make this finale.
We fire up the burger tank,
Yeah, that might work.
What's up?
Look out!
I had to respect there, it's a weird bug. Boom goes in, that's 2 boom coming out. Jockey gets a military jockey in the safe room. Charges just whiffs. So I wonder if it's gonna be super short for these guys as well. 'Cause that finale definitely seemed a bit shorter than a lot of the games I've played on this map anyway.
Reloading.
It's QuEst. They really need to make this map. Spit of smoke, a hunter for this next hit. Not the best hit. But against this kind of ping, could definitely make something work. Alright, they just sacked the spitter. Going for a quad, I guess. Probably one of the better lineups for a quad at the moment.
I'm a reload.
Look at Boomer. Sacks better get Boomer. Mate, I wonder if it had something to do with how early they shot the alarm car, because they kind of shot the alarm car when they came out of safe room, right? There we go. There's their tank that they've been longing for. This AI Boomer's walking his way in. Lines on the case. All this hittable. Tank's looking pretty healthy, not too much chip coming out yet. Pushing the survivors off. Nice Hunter lands there. This tank's actually just getting kind of worked at the moment, not really doing anything. Tank's down to 32% health and survivors are looking pretty healthy. This is exactly what they needed to do. Tank's still first pass though, so as long as they don't eat these rocks, he's just going in. Just gonna go for it. Oh, nice 2-cap movement too. Oh, he stole the jockey. That was actually a bit of a misplay there by Polestar. Instead of stealing the jockey, he should have waited for the hunter guy, the guy that was hunted, to get up. Jockey could have taken him all the way back into the safe room. QuEst actually just manhandled that tank, I feel like. Played that really well. 200 ping besides Lion, and they just demolished that tank. So Boomer and Spitter have gone in, separation pool coming out, Hunter's trying to cut. Tries to go in for scratches and just gets deleted. So yeah, one more hit here. If they go before this, they might even just get onto the boat for free here. So they really need this hit to count, and they're going to have a 2-2 for it. Boomer, Spitter, charge, jockey. It's really bad here. They just need to be sending maybe one of these. There we go. Sent the Boomer in, but now they're sending everything else in after it for some reason. And that's going to be the boat here. Boat's coming. They should be able to just get on here without taking another hit, and they've got a pretty respectable bonus for this ping. Actually got a higher bonus than Polestar. So if they can quickly get on this, oh, they're not going to make it, are they? 2 hunters, smoke a boomer. Let's see some skeets. Avoid this damage on the last attack. Or pull back. Hunter, they're just. Oh, Hunter spawns in the safe room. He's going to scratch him. Oh, he's still going. I think he got like 3-4 scratches just then. But still, really good job there by QuEst. They needed to make it, and I think they made it with more bonus too.
I was just about to ask. Thank you, video.
660 bonus for QuEst. That was actually a really dominant round just then. That tank got worked.
I mean, I was watching Team ParTy. I'm just like, there it is. The spirit of Legionnaire. They're not out of it yet. You know, just when you think everything's over, just when all odds are against you, press onward. The only direction is forward. Fight till your last drop, and I love seeing that. They're not out of it yet, and if you can keep that spirit, it'll take you furthest. You can go anywhere and anytime. Not just left to do, not just left that T1 life. Just have a strong spirit. And I love seeing that strong spirit come out from them. Like, we're down by a lot of points. Let's take this tank out. We're not gonna let that get into our heads, and we're gonna fucking drill this thing. I love seeing that. That's what I'm talking about, man. And that's what can potentially get you to win this game. I mean, I was counting Polestar out of it when they played against Poorly Executed. Like, Poorly Executed has their number. And it's just like Polestar, they're another one of those teams, like I was saying, ParTy, what I was just seeing there from ParTy. Polestar, they're also one of those teams that they just grind it out. When you think it's over for them, they keep at it and they just come out on top. These two teams, I just want to see what Polestar, how they're going to handle this being on the back foot on the away server. I mean, these two teams is just, I mean, I feel
it's
like
a really close game because both teams are really good on their home server. I think QuEst kind of messed up a couple times, especially in map 4, but they did a really good job just then of like making that finale with only what, eight less bonus than Polestar. That was pretty huge for them, actually.
Yeah. We got some flame coming out saying EU's bad, saying US is bad, and Chinese are the best. I mean, NV were the best. They were Japanese. They're not Chinese, by the way, guys. But there is a distinct difference. Japan and China, they don't always get along. If you don't know about the history of that, I would consider looking into it. They're definitely two different nations and have their own code of culture and honor about them. Anyway, well, as I'm trying to say, this is one good tournament. Guys, if you guys out there, you haven't played your matches yet, and if you think you have potential to make it into the eliminations, it's just going to be hard. It's not an easy road. You guys, you got to make it now. S&D, I'm calling you guys out. If any of you guys out there watching this, S&D is, hold on, let me check the rules. So I'm getting word right now that like I was saying about when somebody glitches out of the witch, you know, I told you I think it was a stupid custom campaign tournament. Going back to that, when you glitch out of witch, there's a penalty for the round. Like, you don't get any points, right? I was talking about that earlier, as a matter of fact, and I said that would be the extreme for doing something like that. But I'm getting from ParTy. I was just posted a rule. It's from the rules, and a typical penalty for the intentionally exploiting AI pathing will be a 0 score for the round. So that would be the penalty in the rules, like I was talking about earlier. I didn't enforce it, but I can't at the same time be like double-minded on issues.
Well, the thing is, like, it's not even like we restarted after that point. Like, I understand that that's a rule and everything, but still, like, there's 3 witches in the game, and the first one had already gone down, and ParTy played on the second witch. Like, you know, they went up and scratched the witch as she was getting aggro, and then their hunter went in and capped someone, and they got an in-cap because of it. Because, so, like, I don't know, I feel like both teams kind of did some shady stuff that second map. Yeah,
no, nobody's innocent here. You know, I'm not seeing the halos on either of the teams. As a matter of fact, I'm seeing the pitchfork and the pointy tail sticking up out of their ass. But I'm just here thinking. I'm just here thinking that the rules are the rules at the same time. They still played on them, though. If they really want to talk about the rules, I wish it was brought to me further. You know, like, I kind of feel bad right now because like I'm the admin. And I actually know the rules. I actually said it earlier. I said what the penalty would be if they did it.
It's a hard situation to try. And,
You don't know if they do it intentionally though.
Yes, it's hard because they're obviously Chinese and then English isn't really that great. So some of these rules they might not necessarily fully understand. But in theory, again, you should be like it's a pretty common knowledge like not to glitch out witches. I feel like. I mean, maybe you could give them some sort of deduction, like I don't know, maybe map distance. Let's say 400, 500 points, but. I don't know. I wouldn't say a 0 score for the round. That's a bit extreme in my opinion.
Yeah, I told you that's on the extreme end of the spectrum. I said that earlier. This is my exact words, and that's not something I want to do. I was just saying, Polestar, you got to get your shit together. They're probably watch VOD. It doesn't say if they speak English, but if they don't speak English, this is solely my ruling and my responsibility. Especially since Sue, he's participating, therefore he has no real power in the matter. It's all solely upon me. Now, when I'm getting... I'm just thinking right now, if it comes down to a close game, I think I'm just going to deduct the round. I'll let them get the bonus, but I'll take the what the map was worth, like you said.
Yeah,
I might do that.
2,800 game. So what if you took out like what's the map worth? 400, 500? It's a pretty that's still a pretty even game. Like
it's about 500, and then it was 500, and they scored 600 for the round. But yeah, that does kind of level things out.
Because that also when they did that, that's kind of what scuffed the server as well. Because when they did that, we had to restart the server, and that's when the 3 witch shit started.
This is like below the belt kind of stuff right here, and we're dealing with
I don't know. I feel like that's pretty fair, taking away their distance for that map. They still have a comfortable lead. They, if they play properly. So I don't know. I would say that's pretty fair.
This rule, to bring it up again, I'm just gonna say it again. A typical penalty for intentionally exploiting AI pathing will be a 0. Will typically be a 0 score for the round. A typical penalty. Now, that's kind of vague. That's not like an actual penalty. That's typical, just like to say, the word you can pretty much intuitively pick up what typical is. It's, I would say that's more of an extreme on the spectrum, though. To be fair,
if it was like 2 fluent English-speaking teams that really should know all the rules, I'd say that it's a bit more.
Yeah, I just
applicable.
If I just came to my mind that the rules are all printed in English. Everything all the Fig's hard work that he put into the game, and then the rules just to get shitheads from out there. I don't mean to call it by the shitheads, but just these people that try to win the game before they're in the game, so they don't have to play their match. They try and beat you down by picking unfair servers. They do really dirty, underhanded shit to try and win. The most stupidest shit. I'm not saying everybody does. I'm not saying you guys chat to that, but there are certain players out there that are like that. And it's really tough. And Fig worked hard on these rules, and I know he put a lot into it. And these rules are not in English at the same time, like I'm saying. But they are implemented for certain players that do certain things like that. I don't know if Polestar is that type of team. So I don't want to hold Polestar to the fire here and be like, okay, hold on.
I would say like minus the map distance, or like minus 400, 500 points would be pretty fair. That's still going to be a 2,400 lead without anything too drastic like happening. Like QuEst still would have a really good opportunity to win the game. As I said, these guys usually have really good infected on their home server. So,
yeah, we're talking about ParTy, right? Yeah. These guys, both these teams are high caliber teams. Now, knowing that, I know that Polestar, you should intuitively know that glitching is wrong. But like I said, holding them to a rule that they cannot necessarily read is kind of tough at the same time. I didn't have. If I took better time and copy paste that in Google Translate, which is shit anyway, but if I could have done that better,
the translation can be
lost a bit. They don't really know the rules. They don't really know the rules. So it's kind of like when Owen's here or someone else from the Chinese community, like Ling, for example. All he's doing is just doing what I say because I'm the admin of the tournament. These guys, they can actually claim ignorance on the matter, kind of not really entirely absolving them of it because it kind of puts the judgment still in my hands. But I understand that they can be ignorant in this area and not entirely understood that to be the rules. Compared to ParTy, where most of Europe, they speak English, German. A lot of them are bilingual. If you're in Russia, the average Russian student, I think, there was at least more than two languages, I think. The point is most of the other regions, they know English quite well. These guys, they don't, and the rules are in English. So I'm just thinking right now that because of that, they could actually claim ignorance, if they want to push it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think some sort of deduction is pretty fair. I think we should probably announce it before the game starts so both teams kind of know what the score would be minus those points.
Okay, so is it 500 for map 2? This is really late.
I'm not really sure, to be honest, but
this is really late too. Like, I kind of already made up my mind earlier when I was talking about it. I said that would be the maximum penalty, and I was just like, you guys know better. I don't know why I was saying that. I'm saying it so that I think they watch the cast later because everybody wants to know about, did I perform well? Is everybody looking at me? Is everybody telling me I'm doing good? Because we want to reassure ourselves and try and create a safety and validity in the herd or the group of others. And it's just how our minds work. Sometimes we crave social validity, and I mean, unless you're a stoic or you're someone like that, it's not the case.
Oh, yeah. I just had someone message me and ask if they could set scores from the previous game, so that I guess it's a bit easier to keep up with.
Yeah. But anyway, we're just that way, so that's why I kind of say that so they can watch it later. Now, this granted, guys, this isn't a critical match, so it's not a critical issue. Because both these teams, no matter if they win or lose right now, they're going to go into the eliminations bracket. Now, depending on where they're placed, though, depending on win or lose here, will depend on where they're placed in the bracket, right? The top 8, and who they'll play against. I think number 1 seed plays against 8 seed, something like that. I'm not sure how it works. I'll have to roll it out in the Swiss brackets that I have on challenge.com and just go through that. But okay, not to waste everybody's time. I'm just gonna go with penalty right now for the map distance. Go with he said. I'm not gonna do an extreme penalty, but
I think 400 points is pretty fair. It's not a lot of points, but it still makes it a 2400 game, essentially, I think 400 points is fair for both teams. Obviously, giving them 0 is not going to be great. So I think this is as fair as it really gets, so that they're both teams are fairly happy.
I just got word from another guy. I value his opinion a lot. He's a great guy. Helps out with the streams. Smoke going out, getting shut down. Charger going solo. Jackie Live for a beat set, getting shut down. Charger going last. Not too much synchronization there, but these guys are playing a high ping now. Now, I just want to say to the person who just messaged me in chat, you're right. Why the hell would I even bother, considering that they already restarted the round and gone through this? This issue should have been dealt with when it was. It shouldn't be dealt with after. Like I'm saying, though, both these teams are going to make it. So it is foolish to some extent. It's not very wise for me to actually grab a dog by the ears here. And like I said, both teams here, they're not innocent, right? They're both kind of guilty and going for below the belt kind of stuff. This is stuff that should have already been handled, and they kind of already accepted the restart, went with it. They didn't call it out. I talked about it earlier, but anyway, I'm just going to go the 400-point deduction. If it comes down to a critical tournament match, though, my judgment will hopefully be better. I will make better decisions, and thank you for making that comment to me. Who that was, I appreciate what you said, but I'm still going to do the 400-point deduction. I have my gut tells me that you're right, and I'm in the wrong here. But this is a match that isn't too important. Those teams, they will be our top 8. So they
Still
can
think it's a fair deduction. Like,
yeah, I do
considering
want
that
to
they
take the
did
whole map
that.
away from them as a typical penalty. Obviously, that'd be too much. But can you hear me right now or no?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Tank up in the hands of TB. He actually had this tank on their server. His team got him a 3-boom and he did not commit straight away. Hopefully looking to maybe go up on the house and drop in that way this time. Avoid a bit of that chip. That car is in. That's a big hit actually.
They're gonna push the open though. He has no hittables forward.
Reloading.
Yeah, they're just going. They know this. That they know that he doesn't have any hittables. And I've seen QuEst do this before. They will actually push all the way past this like alleyway choke if given the opportunity.
I remember Hibbs team used to do this a lot. This is a play that you don't want to make. You need to have one hittable
Yeah, they're going.
all the time to counter this.
Yeah, they're going out into this little open area.
They have a tri-cap too. There's nothing. Oh no, it's a boom. Oh thank God, they have a boom. So Boomer can do something here.
Yeah,
This is
second
when
pass,
I talk about intelligent. When I talk about smart, this is good. They have a Boomer here and it's in the open area. That Boomer's gonna have a low chance of landing.
if he goes for this car, they're just going to run back. He's going to be AI.
Yep, and that's it.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
just,
they are.
they're just running back.
Where's this boom though? This Boomer, he should have been on that.
Oh, he just spawned
No!
in front. Oh, he
No,
just spawned behind the survivors. That is.
red.
Look, 15%.
TB, what are you
has to
doing,
just
man?
go
No.
in.
Oh, he doesn't.
He has to. Second pass, 15%. And all he's got is a charger, and I mean, I guess he got the rock. Maybe he can get something here with the car, but
Shoot the shit out of that thing.
it's kind of just got outplayed there by QuEst. What car? Nice, really good pull for that income. They really needed that. That could have been a disaster tank.
No reason to give up.
Thanks. Reload.
So he got, what did he get there? He got 1 rock and a full cap. That could have been a lot more than, or a lot less for the tank than it was. QuEst just outmaneuvering Polestar on their home server at the moment.
Hey, there's a safe room right up there.
Nice boomer pop there by Sue. Run up, Jock is pre-spawned at the door, goes in, just gets shut down immediately, spits. Not even going to block them, they could just run in here. 1 spawn up, and it's only a charger. Pre-spawn at the back, and just line just obliterates that charger.
If I go, you guys are gonna miss.
It's going to be QuEst making it with 580 bonus, 980 map score. Seems like we may have lost Grizz again. The hype man is gone.
Frying pan.
But wow, on QuEst just... I've seen them do that a couple times in scrims and it's worked out really well. Or it worked out well initially and then they kind of got screwed a bit, but they definitely made it work just then.
Pills. Get ready.
It's kind of bonus they need to be making on this home server to catch back up to this huge score. Charger actually lands inside with this spit. Oh man. And that's actually a momentary tri-cap. Right as the charger got cleared, Smoker and Jockey's landed. And he's just... Red's just been incapped inside by that spit. Couldn't get out of it. And Smoker's still just backslapping Nick up here at the top. He might even go down as well. Very, very close. 2 HP. And that first hit has just annihilated Polestar. This is what we were talking about. QuEst on their home server, on their infected. They're just super synced up.
Reloading.
Already 2 pills down.
Reloading here.
And the web QuEst are playing at the moment on their home server. They might not even need this 400 point deduct. Oh, and he's failed the witch. Oh no. Oh, nice charge, but did clear there actually those easily. He actually pistol clear that on the ground. The player. What a gamer. I need to give Nick some pills here. I did. TV's slow. They actually just have no pills. 2 people already bleeding out. TV's slow. They're getting work so far. They haven't even faced the tank yet. Oh, and this Hunter inside. What does this man do? It's not even inside. Why is this man over here? Backup Hunter. This man's just black. Alright. That's what we call a rage quit right there. What? Oh, I don't know. They're up at 2,800. Grizz said he was going to take away 400. I mean, you still play the game out. They just kind of got worked on that first hit.
Oh, I need some. He's bashing me into shit. Gentlemen, I need some help.
We got time for this.
Thanks, I owe you one.
I mean, I don't know if it was worth a rage quit. Like, yeah, they just kind of got worked map 1 and got deducted 400 points. But, like, honestly, that's not that much. They kind of owned Party Quest that last game. This is some top tier shit right here. Fucking Kappa in the chat, boys.
Girl, you should have stayed at home.
Alrighty then. I don't know if maybe we can get this game replayed or something? Because I feel like this is a bit of a joke at the moment. Let me just hit up one of the boys from Polestar real quick.
Knights of Columbus. This hurts. Seriously hurts.
Alright, so I guess... Fucking scuffed game. I mean, at the end of the day, minus 400 isn't a lot of points. Like, they just essentially had to play the way they were playing on Survivor on 200 ping, which they're more than capable of doing.
Man, I'm watching on my phone right now. I'm stealing up some of my mobile data. So Polestar, I'm just gonna take it. They're salty about the 400 points. So
I mean,
hold on, guys. Let me just
points are
pause
not
one.
like play the game out. Like, it's not that much. It's not that many points. Like,
Look, okay. I just want to say something. I know that this was bloated about shit from both sides, but by the rules, the typical penalty is the entire round. It costs the entire round, and I did not take the entire round. I mean, here I am. I'm trying to justify myself. I'm trying to be reasonable here, and I kind of feel like that Soul was a voice of reason out of a lot of voices that I heard so far, criticizing me, doing all this stuff, and he was right. I probably shouldn't have done anything because it was already played out. They already restarted, and the teams, they didn't call it right away. And I literally remember saying what the extreme would be for a situation like this, and I was thinking, don't do this again. So going back on that though, just if it's only 400 points as a deduction, why not play it out? I know Polestar is a great team. I know they're a strong team. I didn't know that they would break like this over something so simple, and I hate to realize that I just broke a team like that by deducting 400 points. But you have to be confident in what you're bringing, and
well, I'm trying to explain to TB at the moment. Usually, you get 0, and he only deducted, 400 off your total score.
so hopefully we can
it's-
still get a game. Yeah, that's the idea right now, Bruno.
I mean, I'm trying to get him to come and play it out because I honestly feel like this is the kind of
They
team
can still win it. They can win
they
it.
Still, like, just make maps.
I'm talking about the spirit of Legionnaire. I say that a lot. It's actual spirit you can have. You have a strong mentality, strong will into things. And I love seeing that. I was seeing a little bit of that spirit come up in ParTy QuEst on their away game on map 5, the finale, and I just love seeing that. They're like, we're still gonna shut this tank down. That mentality's there. And then I'm just like, Polestar, they're another one of the teams that do it. Like they played against before they executed, and they had that same mentality. They weren't broken. They just kept on pushing themselves. They came out on top in the end. And I'm just like, they have it in them. Why would they throw it away like this because of 400 point deduction? The typical problem, the typical penalty is the entire round. So I'm not taking away from their health, but I think they made like 600. It's, oh my god. And like I said, Soul's the voice of reason here. I shouldn't have grabbed this dog by the ears because I've already dealt with it earlier, and I went back and I had it something I shouldn't have. So he was the voice of reason in this situation. So I kind of created some of this, and because I was getting a lot of again smashed up by some of the players from the other team, and they were complaining. They're like, "This is what it says in rules." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what it says in rules." And I kind of feel like I'm compelled to go by the rules, but I tried to go half and half with this. I did.
Well, this is the problem is like, you kind of, the typical. See, let's go with it. What if they restart the EU server from scratch? So they still have minus 400.
Yeah,
they replay round 1.
That's fine with me. I mean, that might not be fair to ParTy QuEst though. Let's be honest here. I think ParTy QuEst, they should, unless they were sacking on their infected, but I don't think they were sacking on their infected. I think that was ParTy QuEst cleanly outplaying them. That was clean. That was cut. The Boomer was not ready. The Boomer was not reading the Survivor team. He was too busy with the 400 points on his mind or something like that. I don't know what was going on there, but that Boomer, he did not find that Boomer for his tank to set him up. And if that Boomer lands, that is a different scenario. But instead, when they got capped on the against ParTy QuEst, I think that first hit, that was legitimate. They got destroyed.
ParTy QuEst still here? Are they happy to replay this map?
Hold on,
because I think I've convinced TB to restart from EU. I've told him like 400 points isn't a lot of points. You can still easily win this game.
Yeah, I'm not, guys. Polestar, if you watch the stream right now, believe me, guys, I am a fan of your team. I'm telling you, you guys are fighters. You got this. You really do. I feel like you got this. Even if you're out right now, you can still come back from this. I mean, in the tournament itself, even if you're out, it doesn't mean you're beaten. Just because you're down, you get up again, you keep fighting, right? I see that spirit in you guys. You guys have that strength. So we all want to see it. We got 130 viewers here, I think, and we want to see you guys rock it. We're here for you. Like, we do want to see you guys do this. I mean, not to take away from those who are in favor of Party Quest. I like Party Quest too. Like, both these teams, we just want to see a good game. All right, let's be honest. We're not just for you guys. We're not just for Party Quest. We want to see the best Left 4 Dead 2. You guys bring it. So, my ruling, I'm sorry if it gets on your nerves. You're watching this right now. It is what it is. It's what I got to go by. But, guys, I'm not out to get you. It's the rules. The typical is much worse, believe me. I tried to go half and half with this, and I don't know. You guys come back in there. I think you guys can still do this, though. I really do. We're not down, are we, Vanille? We're still running, right? Okay, cool.
You know, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, by the rules you give them 0, but you know, seeing as how both teams kind of messed up, you give them -400, which is honestly not that many points. Like, you know, they just make like 2 maps and they win this game. That's all they have to do. Or just even get a wipe if they wipe Party Quest, not Pubstars, on like one of these maps. They've like basically won the game.
Yeah, it literally does come down to that. But here's another dilemma, though, at the same time. Like I said, the initial attack was legitimate. We don't have a system like they have in Dota 2, League of Legends, and other games. They can just set it up from where the one point decide to give up with the other, so we don't really have that mechanic to set things up like that. So it's hard to tell, because I'm telling you, that first hit, that was a legitimate hit to the team. They were just they didn't have the same mindset. Party Quest, they saw it, they got the initiation of the team, and they destroyed it. And that was legitimate, I feel like. But taking away from Party Quest and opening a hit like that, and just leaving that door open to Polestar is really... Yeah, and Rails Barlow, he's trying to give me some counts. He's trying to tell me what to do right now. And yeah, so we're kind of stuck in this dilemma right now. It's real shitty. It really is. I want to see a game from Polestar, though. If Party Quest, I'm sure Sir Please is in chat. I think I saw him earlier. Sue, I think you're in chat too. You're like, Sue wanted me to go to his Mumble channel and talk about it a little bit. Not Mumble channel, but Discord. And if you guys, Party Quest, if you will allow them to restart their well, it really depends if you guys want to win or not, how bad you want it. But if you want to allow them to restart their Survivor half, and you guys want to do that, that's up to you. If not, I guess we can just take the win and just call it out. I don't want it to be that way, but that's what I'm thinking. Thoughts in chat? Sir, I know you're in chat. I'm not going to go to Discord, and I don't feel like typing because I got quite a few people typing to me.
I mean, obviously, Party Quest is going to be a bit iffy because they just made that map with a pretty big bonus. Like, they had 980 round score. Yeah,
we're not going to take away from that. Like, they're gonna get their half, but on Team Polestar's half, they trying to reproduce that opening hit is going to be really hard for Party Quest to do again. And I feel like Polestar is going to come back in that round with better form, and they might make the map. Unless, of course, like I'm telling you, the tank has to play in a much better position than that. Give me 1 second. I got some more chat coming my way.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the problem. Like, something happens like that, and obviously Party Quest, when they played the 3 witch map, like, they kind of got through 2 of the witches 8-1, but they knocked their bonus down to 52. They restart the map, and then they make it with 600 bonus. It's like,
this entire game,
they're upset.
A real shit show for the most part. And I'm coming to terms like Soul said to me earlier. He kind of he was, like I said, he was the voice of reason. Like, I shouldn't have gone back on it. They already dealt with it, and then the rules were brought up afterwards. Like, you're going to deduct this and things like that. And I just had it relayed to me by another guy. He says the issue isn't how many points it is. It's that the deduction is retroactively, meaning we went back and took action on something that shouldn't have been taken action on. If you guys don't know what retroactive means, that's what it means. And he said adding a punishment onto a top play decision you already made. Obviously, you go back on your word. That's not something you want to do. Like I was talking about, that this is already fine.
Really good point.
And he said that just opens up the door for bias, right? So the Asians are just like, well, the tournament is hosted by an American. He probably don't like us. You know, the language barrier, things like that. We all have some, to some. I hope not all of us. Not all of us are racist, but to some extent, if you have your cultural pride, you have that in you. You know, as an Asian man, you don't understand English very well, so you're not reading into the situation as clearly as you would to say this man doesn't like Chinese people. He has a bias for his own. They're not even my own. They're European. If we're going to talk about nation and things like that, but I'm not even really a nationalist. I'm a traditionalist, but traditionalist to European tradition. My favorite philosopher is Julius Evola. You guys don't know who that is, but anyway, I'm subverting the point.
You could still go back on, like, we could still play this matchup. You know, you could be like, okay, we're not going to take away your 400 points. I made a mistake. You know, we still have their score from the last game, obviously, and then we give QuEst their 980 points from map 1, and then we let Polestar play from their half that they should be playing, because, I mean, as I said, like, QuEst just kind of crushed them on that first map. That first hit was, I don't know, just bonkers to me. Like, I can't believe that they just almost got 2 in-caps off of the first hit out of the safe room.
I just don't know if they're done with the tournament or not. Where are we at right now? Caution getting them back in here. I need to talk to Polestar too.
I mean, I think it's more or less like, I feel like they're probably going to come back and play, especially if you give them their 400 points back. Seemed like they got pretty salty about that. He said to me he didn't like how we announced at the start of the game, and I told him we just kind of announced, or like you announced it so that both teams would know, like, that there's minus 400 difference in the score.
I think you're right. Rails Barlow, his admin experience. This is hugely my responsibility, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry for wasting your time. You may leave in this part of this at this point. This game will be concluded and will be over. They've already made their decision, and if they can't handle it, I think I'm going to go with the guillotine. If I was speaking too low, Polestar, you're going to get the guillotine for this round. That's it. Unless you guys can play where you're at, that's it. That's all it is. You made your decisions, and I'm sorry that you took it the wrong way. I should have made my move earlier.
Hold on.
But
He said go when I asked him what's happening. So maybe it looks like they're coming back to play this out. Reds joined the server. Okay, it seems like they're going to play this out.
they want to play from map 2.
I mean, I think they oh, yeah, I don't know how you want to do it. Maybe? I mean, if, like, worst to worst, I think you at least give QuEst their round score, because they obviously...
Nobody on Sue's team wants to play. It's the end. I'm sorry. It's too late. They made their decision. They didn't handle it very well. I'm sorry, Coach. No. It's over.
I mean, it's kind of like a hard decision to make, because obviously everyone's going to have their own opinion on the matter.
Yeah,
some people are going to be like, "Oh, it was kind of handled in the spot."
Yeah, this is a cultural clash. That's what this is. I mean, this is the danger of hosting international tournaments. Assume biases. Believe me, anybody knows me. I'm not a biased person. I'm not a racist person. I'm really indoctrinated by patriotism. None of that shit. It bothers me. I told you already where my views are in the world of tradition. I told you already, Julius Evola, my favorite author and writer. If you know his mind, you know my mind. I totally agree with him, but I I do my best, guys. And Polestar, I'm sorry, we're closing it out. You guys, there's no comeback. You're done. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for wasting your time. There's a lot of drama. But Neil, if you wish to delete the VOD, it's up to you. I'm sure some people would want to see it. Hopefully not everybody.
Well, you don't want to let them play? Polestar looks like they're ready to play.
His Sue's team is already done now. It's not going to happen. It's already too late.
Oh, come on, Sue. Let me talk to the boys. I just want to see this match played because obviously this is our two top teams in the tournament.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
teams.
Yeah, they're definitely strong teams.
Come on, Sue. The boy. You gonna see? I get arm casting shit.
You have a low chance of convincing Sue at this point, sir. He's already read me my rights according to the rules and the punishment that needs to be produced. And Dana, he hates witches, so he just wants this round to be over with as soon as possible. And trying to think of Lion. Lion's just like a rock. He's just there. He's just there in it, man. He's just like, yeah, I'll add my comment to that comment.
No.
Vanilla, are you still alive? I don't know if you're alive.
Hold on, I get the boys back. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
You need to have quite convincing rhetoric.
I'm a pretty convincing guy.
So Vanilla. Hi. Just you and me. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, my sincerest apologies from the bottom of my heart. Please accept this apology as my fault and this had occurred. I instigated this decision because I went back on the decision I made earlier. Thus, as Lobster said, or excuse me, if he wished me to disclose his name, he gave me good counsel. He said it is my fault, which is true, and the Asians are taking it as a bias because I was trying to go back on the rule that I already kind of let slide. So this is all mostly due to my problem and my failure to be a good admin. And not entirely my fault, to be honest. This is on their part too for not being a better character and being stronger men. If they're stronger men, they would be able to bear this, and they would be able to try and reason a little bit more, see past the shallowness and the superficiality that we have with prejudice and things like that internationally as cultures. And even if we have pride in our own culture, let's put that aside and at least try to reason with the admin of the tournament. If they tried it a little bit better, that would result in such a better thing. Instead of going the immature route and just sidestepping and just acting like children, we're full-grown adults. Let's be men and act as men. Be who we're supposed to be. My God. Really, Vanilla, we don't know if ParTy QuEst is going to play. If I join server, I'm just going to join server to join it. I don't want to waste that time. Anybody just joining the stream, I will not apologize again. Not because I'm a cold-hearted man, but I'm just saying I've apologized enough. If you're just joining in, we're currently waiting on the potential of a match to reignite and get back into the game. The teams are Team Polestar versus Team ParTy QuEst. Now, we had an issue. I'd love to bring you guys on the date, but I'd rather not get into that as it could really result into a lot of discursive talk and there's way too much to get into right now. So try and keep it simple. We're waiting for them to get in the server and play out the rest of the game. This is L4D2 Competitive. I'm your host, Riz. To my shame right now, I am your host, but I do try to give you guys the best, and I try to make the best judgment possible. I've now become a little bit wiser in these situations, so if you bear with me, I have learned a little bit more about not going back on my word. Gratefully, though, even though it came to me through a harder lesson, I learned that. So hopefully we can have a game. I don't know if it's going to go, but hold on.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry. Boy, I got a lot of cleaning up to do with these players because we got 3 backbands that are in the tournament right now. Boy, I'm pretty sure Owen was supposed to screen them out, and that kind of pisses me off. I'm pretty sure Owen was actually supposed to be on top of that. These are backbands that are within the last year. It's just really kind of pissing me off. I'm pretty sure he was supposed to be screening out the teams, but he didn't do that. He just signed them right up and didn't even look at their profiles. That's just, I don't know. That's freaking pissing me off because I do not like cheaters. I will not tolerate someone who wants to play dirty, who wants to play fair. They just piss me off. So we're gonna have to do some player bans afterwards. That's for sure. Oh my god! We have a fresh vac ban from one of the teams. It literally happened today. No, not one of the teams I'm playing right now. Just a player it's on the Chinese team. It's on a Chinese team. Is everybody in server? Are you guys waiting on me? Video? Talk to me. Yes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going back to the game soon. To answer your question, no foes, I got a lot going on my play right now, guys. I got Stu, I got Sold, thank you for clearing that up with me. I'll probably kick them out later on. I have this weekend off. I will be having me doing some studying to catch up because I'm a half-time student. I'm biomedical engineering. It's going for biomedical engineering, and it's gonna be 5 years so I can get my degree. But as a part-time student, at least it's going somewhere. But anyway, I do have time. And I'll try to incorporate, make sure I got time to clear up these hackers, get them out of the freaking tournament because I hate hackers. You don't want to play fair. I got a lot of hours in this game. I tried hard to get the status that I did at one point, and I hate seeing people try to take the shortcut. It's just not fair to two players that are here, especially seeing a ban from 0 days ago. That doesn't make me happy, Soul. That makes me pissed. And Reels Barlow, thank you so much for convincing Soul. Sue, I'm going to get you in the server in a second for you guys. Caution did come out to work. The guy, he must be a great speaker, so applause to him. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been with us so long, I will not apologize again, as I said, but thank you for your patience. We will be going again, picking up from where we left off with Polestar. Neil, if you want, I don't know if you can cut off certain parts of your stream, but cut off a good 20 minutes of that. I think there's 20 minutes of our life we're all not getting back. So the game will continue even though they threw a baby easy. Which they're probably going to wipe from that tank regardless, so this is well within the bounds of it being picked up and played through and worked out. You still with us, Vanille? Alright, cool. Are they leaving? They're not gonna play it? Vanille, do you have Lexi at it by any chance? Lexi, yeah. I just got word from Spoon. We might be able to tap into that real quick. I would say end this stream because we're not gonna clear this out. I thought it was gonna go back. Caution moved over. Sue's telling me just put your damn foot down. And I already said earlier we're gonna cut it. Caution's like no, just I'm gonna get him at play, and that's what we did. So I guess we can head over to Lexi's match, get that stream for a little bit, and hopefully stuff for some of our viewers, because that match right there, Soul, I appreciate your words, man. If you can help me clear that up with these cheaters in this tournament, we can get that underway. Vanille, would you be so kind to take us over into the next server, into Lexi's game, if you have the time? It is only if you have the time. I won't ask anything. Okay, you can journal me. They're on map 2. Team name is Crunnies Hunchies. I'm playing against. Did you close out the other stream first? You did that, right?